a deep playoff push with the receivers that they do have. But then again, we're talking about Patrick Mahomes here, and we're talking about Mr. El Trabador Swift.
I think the thing is for me, Cam, is that the injuries are starting to pile up. You see Rashee Rice go down. Hollywood Brown was gone before the season.
Correct.
You lost Pacheco. The offensive line, now, they started this way last year. Offensive line couldn't protect Patrick Mahomes. They were dropping passes left and right. But when the rubber needed to meet the road, they found a way to pull it out. If the injuries hadn't started to mount, I like their chances. But with these injuries at some point in time, the next man up just not going to be enough.
Well, I feel the same way y'all do, but for different reasons. Number one, I'm going to use the word desperation. When it comes to the San Francisco 49ers, you've been to about 4 NFC championship games and 2 Super Bowl appearances in the last 5 years. You have nothing to show for it. This is it for them. This is their shot. I'm going to think about the Detroit Lions and that running game and that culture that Dan Campbell has incorporated and implemented there. I'm thinking about their chances. And then last but not least, I mean, damn, Lamar Jackson is phenomenal. He's a 2-time league MVP. But when you going to close the door? When you going to kick down that door, rather? You in the AFC Championship game last year. Y'all didn't win. That was the first time you got to the AFC Championship game. Everybody's talking about the greatest and the obvious future Hall of Fame stature of Lamar Jackson. But when you go up against Patrick Mahomes, you lose significantly more than you win. That's the big bad wolf standing in your way saying, you ain't getting a damn thing as long as I'm here. You got to do something about that. And I think Baltimore will. I think Baltimore, to me, I believe that Baltimore can come out of the AFC and go to the Super Bowl.
Talisa, you want to push back on that a little bit?
I definitely do. I think the Chiefs have some momentum from their last 2 Super Bowl championships, and I think Patrick Mahomes is leading their offense, and the defense is really, really good.
Great.
I will say that I think the Ravens will. They got their biggest competitor and contender right now, but that's just my opinion.
Wait a minute.
But I don't think you can bet against Mahomes.
Wait a minute.
Because he has.
She's trying to take our job. She's trying to take our job. She's doing pretty damn good.
That's what she's doing. She's
trying to do right there. She's trying to get our job.
Great job, Talisa. Great job.
She got a plan.
All right, we got Tyler Cole here. What's your take?
Hold on. Let me get this out the way. Hey, fight! So, look, I got a take for you today. The Grizzlies are a bigger threat in the West than the Lakers. Speak on it.
Go ahead.
I'm just being real.
Well, first of all, we are in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Memphis ain't that far away, so the homerism is obvious. So let's get that out the way. I will say this. The answer is no. They are not a bigger threat than the Los Angeles Lakers. I think LeBron is going to continue to do his thing. I think Anthony Davis is going to continue to do his thing. I think J.J. Redick is going to surprise a lot of people with how exceptional he's going to do as a coach in being demanding, holding cats accountable. But here's the issue with Memphis. Ja Morant is going to wreak havoc. I mean, this brother is going to come back on the scene this year. He's going to do some major, major damage. He's going to hurt a lot of people in the league, reminding everybody just who the hell he is, okay? But I don't think Memphis has enough. I don't. I
do think they can be special. I like the addition of Edey because I think he's more of an offensive threat than Steven Adams. He's a bigger body. I think he can rebound. I think he can block shots. But LeBron playing at the level that he's playing at, and I saw something with Anthony Davis last year. Anthony Davis realizes, like, you know what, man? When I go up against Joel Embiid, when I go up against Nikola Jokic, I'm dropping 30 and 15 on a reg. I should do this on a nightly basis.
On a nightly basis.
Not just when I play the big, the great, the Giannis's, the Jokic's, the Embiid. This is what should be demanded. This is what should be expected of me.
Okay.
I like the Lakers.
All I'm going to say is this. It's very simple. Has nothing to do with on the court. This is really the first time Ja Morant has had a quiet offseason.
True.
What does that look like? Shout out to him for really locking in and focusing in, and I'm excited to see.
Okay.
Any pushback there, Tyler?
Yeah, I do. I think they have a deeper bench. I feel like the Grizzlies we've seen them where they was injured and Ja Morant being injured, Jaren Jackson being injured, Marcus Smart being injured. We're looking at a fully healthy Grizzlies roster. So I do believe that with that bench unit averaging what we've seen they're doing, where their injuries have been gone, this healthy roster is looking healthy in the West. I feel like they're gonna go far.
Well, I mean, that's your emotions talking, and I understand. I don't blame you for I don't blame you for it, but I will say this. I love Marcus Smart being on that team. I do think there's a lot that he's going to do to add to them and to help them. And Ja Morant is a superstar, and he is going to remind everybody of exactly who the hell he is. I do agree with that.
All right, our last student is Tressa Willingham. Tressa, what's your take?
Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome to the land of golden sunshine.
Thank you.
Now, I think the NFL made the right decision choosing Kendrick Lamar to headline the Super Bowl. What do you think?
Cam. Oh, Cam.
Hey, it's Friday, right? I got to keep it funky, right? I think for the culture, the answer to that is no. Because at the end of the day, you by yourself, bro. This is the reason. I have all faith that Kendrick Lamar is going to do his due diligence and give us an impeccable show. I'm excited about that. Of course, we all want to hear dun, 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 dun. Like, that's cool. But one thing that they did in Los Angeles, what I thought was so brilliant, they put people on to the West Coast culture.
Okay.
And I think with a big platform like Super Bowl, going into New Orleans, why not Lil Wayne? Why not Master P? Why not Cash Money? Why? It's just one of them whole situations that's like, it's so many other performers that you take a big platform like Super Bowl. Why not bring people who are not familiar with this area or how they entertain each other, whatever, and just put them on game?
But here's the thing, though, Cam. That was the first time they did that. And so now people expect wherever the Super Bowl is, we got to get artists. When they came to Atlanta, what Atlanta artists graced the stage at the Super Bowl?
And we was mad.
Maroon 5.
We was mad.
I'm not saying.
They should have went to Outkast. They should have went T.I., Jeezy, Gucci.
You see,
Man,
yeah,
come on.
but what happened? Now they went to L.A. and they let Dre, they let Snoop, they let those guys. And so now the expectation is wherever the Super Bowl is, if they have artists in that area, that's not how it works. We just started getting our artists up on stage. Can we be happy?
And that's where I was going. And see, that I get where you're coming from, Cam. Okay. And it's not that you're not wrong. But here's my point. First of all, we don't know if Kendrick Lamar ain't gonna add some of those cats to the show. We don't know that. We don't know who he's gonna have with him. That's number one. Number two, in terms of the hottest stuff out this year has belonged to him. I mean, there's been listen, we all love Drake. Drake is sensational in the whole bit. But for a while, you had a lot of cats saying there was an APB out for that brother because of how Kendrick Lamar came at him. So we gotta remember that. Kendrick Lamar, this has been his year. And then we gotta take into consideration, we know that Jay-Z and them got a lot to do with who's performing halftime and stuff like that. You didn't have hip-hop artists on the stage for the Super Bowl at halftime. And this brother comes in there, and now you're seeing that. And people think that just because it happened in L.A., that's what's supposed to happen everywhere. That is not true.
Okay,
that is not
right
true.
there. Listen, at the end of the day, was L.A. not one of the top?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So why not take that formula everywhere you go then?
Well, they should have had Wayne Newton in Las Vegas then. Okay.
You can't go by that.
All I'm saying is when you have a heavily cultured city or state, when you talk about West Coast and you have to mention Compton, right?
Right.
When you go to Georgia, you have to mention Atlanta.
Okay.
Right? If you go to Miami, you have to obviously tap in with the Miami culture. There's so many different dynamics in that. But when you go to New Orleans, like, come on.
Well, why we didn't get Harry Connick Jr. or the Marcellus?
But not only that, all I'm saying is this.
Aaron Neville.
It's about
I'm speaking for a lot of people.
I know you are. You're absolutely right.
That's
But I'm
your
talking,
age
hold
and
on,
younger.
Cam. Hold on, Shay. I'm talking about the headliner. The headliner. So again, what he incorporates into the show, now it's open for scrutiny once we see it. But him, Kendrick Lamar, being worthy of being the headliner, hell yes. Hell yes.
What you think?
What do you think?
I think they not like us.
So there you go.
Oh, period. Cam, who would you rather have do the Super Bowl then?
Lil Tucci?
I knew it. I already knew it. But we
Lil
got
Tucci?
Yeah, look, I know Wayne personally, so yes, I'd like to see him also. But they didn't miss with Kendrick.
They didn't miss.
Hello, Bronny James, rookie for the Los Angeles Lakers and son of LeBron James, has already faced severe criticism early in his NBA career. After performing below expectations in the first few preseason games, he was the target of harsh comments from Kwame Brown, a former Lakers player and considered one of the biggest disappointments in NBA draft history. Brown openly criticized Bronny, highlighting his lack of fundamentals and insinuating that LeBron's success was more due to his athleticism than technical knowledge. Bronny had a low-key performance, shooting just 1 of 7 in the first 2 games, but also recorded 3 blocks in his debut. Although many fans argue that he is still in the development phase, Brown used his YouTube platform to criticize the youngster, which generated mixed reactions among fans. Bronny, a second-round draft pick, faces high expectations and will likely spend some time in the G League to develop with less pressure. The transition to the NBA is challenging for any player, and for Bronny, being constantly compared to his father, LeBron, makes the path even more difficult. Even so, he is only 19 years old and his career is just beginning. The adaptation process takes time, and the definitive answer to criticism will come with his evolution on the court, whether in the G League or on the Lakers' main team. Being the son of a legend like LeBron James brings both opportunities and challenges. Bronny faces immense pressure, but he has the time and tools to overcome the difficulties and build his own story in the NBA. Thank you for watching. Leave your comment below. A hug and see you next time.